Alright, welcome back. This is episode 19 and probably our penultimate episode. So we are still here on Voss in the city of Voska. And as our quest said, let's head back to the airlock, shall we?
You're all right.
Am I alright, Nadia? Am I really? And of course, being on the orbital station, we have to ride all the way across to our airlock again. For no reason whatsoever. At least they decorate these orbital stations and make them a little unique with some decorations from the planet. So that's something. The McKeb one I think is actually pretty cool. It has like fountains and all.
You're all right.
I like that one. Hey, it's the ambassador. What is she doing here?
Hello again, Jedi. I managed to get away from the embassy for a minute. Gaten Cole, congratulations. I knew you could do it. And now you're leaving?
I'm sorry, Ambassador. We don't have time to chat.
Just one moment, Jedi. We have unfinished business.
They show a close-up of a character's mouth. That's never a good thing.
My friend, Sophia?
It's all right, Gaten Cole. Your true destiny is just beginning. When the Jedi is dead, I'll explain everything.
Your true plot is revealed. Another child of the Emperor, I'm guessing. They are everywhere. Good twist, though. Don't really see that coming. I remembered it this time, but I highly doubt I realized it the first time. She's only a normal enemy, though. That kind of sucks.
You're stronger than you look.
You're weaker than I thought you would be.
I understand now. You're one of the Emperor's children, like Blasis.
I bear that honor, yes. I intended the pilgrimage to truly test Gaten Cole. Power or death, hopefully yours. The first son will kill me for failing. But it doesn't matter. I've known the perfect enlightenment of serving the Emperor.
Yeah, I think I'll probably kill you first.
One cannot become enlightened while surrounded by darkness.
Yet I have knowledge you don't. You don't know who the first son is. I'll
As you
share
all
a
keep
little
pointing
secret.
out.
Neither does he. You see, Jedi, some children never know their true nature. They sleepwalk through life until the Emperor wakes them. The first son serves
Interesting.
the Emperor, then returns to normal, unaware. A politician? A soldier? Maybe one of your allies.
Could be anyone, really, but probably a male, since it's first son and not first daughter.
Keep going. Tell me everything about him.
I thought Jedi learned to be content with what you have.
I trusted. I am betrayed.
They also learn to seek
I'm
knowledge.
sorry, Gaten Cole. I wanted to see you exalted, at the Emperor's right hand. But you chose the Republic. I can't save you.
We heard battle. The door was barred. Gaten Co., Honored One, are you well?
I am well, thank you.
How are you?
This woman needs to be taken into custody.
We have had no Sith prisoners. Her fate is sealed.
Ooh, I like number 3. Throw her into the Dark Heart. An interesting punishment.
Take her to the Nightmare Lands and shut her in the ruins, without the protective ritual.
Outsider mercy. We will do so.
Madness, then? A fair price for failure. Goodbye, Jedi. I'll be thinking of you.
Okay, not really sure what to make of that.
We return when all is done.
And back to the ship at last. We might make a quick pit stop at the fleet too to turn in those missions. Maybe get another level out of it. There was one character I remember, I'm not sure which one it was, where I did that choice and got the artifact on Voss, but I left the area, probably quick traveled before I actually grabbed it, and I think it's probably still sitting in the mission log of whatever character that is. So, glad I didn't make that same mistake again. Well, hello, Gaiden. I'm sorry, a boss mystic is rather new for us.
What he means is, on behalf of the Republic, we welcome you. And your very impressive entourage.
Thank you. I have 3 interpreters, 7 healers, 60 commandos.
Voss commandos are crack infantry and scouts. And with those healers, they'll be unstoppable.
We fight the Sith. I will learn. My vision will guide.
We will tread the stars beside you, one who sees. Yeah, they're getting
What
along?
about this first son, Jedi? Has anything new turned up?
Apparently the first son may be completely unaware of who he really is.
You mean anyone could be the first son and not know it?
First Place has sat there spying on us. Now we're not
We
safe
must
in
be
our own
vigilant.
heads.
Around the men, anyway.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Master Seo's hosting a war council. He said you should join in right away.
Great. Back to Tython, I guess, then?
Everyone. Supreme Chancellor, may I present our new allies.
I greet you, Gaiden and Hello Voice. The Empire threatens our core worlds, and your strength will be vital in the days ahead. The core worlds founded the Republic we defend. They are centers of government and commerce. Our society would crumble without them. Now an Imperial fleet is en route to one of these besieged worlds, Corellia, carrying thousands of reinforcements. That fleet must never arrive.
We've actually already been at one of those worlds at Alderaan, but I think that's probably it. I don't think we've been to any other core worlds. At least none as important as Alderaan. Well, Coruscant, obviously, but yeah, the other big ones are Alderaan, Corellia, and there are a few others too.
Even now, the Republic must have enough teeth to handle it.
The Imperial fleet is protected by a dreadnought, the Javelin. Without it, we could scatter them easily. A functional dreadnought would be a huge asset in defending the core worlds. I need you and your alliance to capture the Javelin.
Ah, I do remember this.
You expect us to capture an entire dreadnought?
You excel at the impossible.
Your smaller force should help you to slip through their defenses, board the Javelin, and force the captain's surrender. I must go. I leave this vital task in your capable hands. Good luck.
Doesn't really seem that impossible. It's just capturing one ship.
You have a rational mind. You know trying to capture a dreadnought with the forces we have is utter insanity.
But like, I'm a Jedi. Like, Jedi have done way more than that in the past. I mean, they captured or destroyed a Starforge a couple hundred years ago. This really shouldn't be that tough. I'm not really sure how capturing one dreadnought makes an entire Sith fleet vulnerable, but we won't think about that too much.
If the opportunity arises, I'm fully prepared to cheat my way to victory.
Ah, excellent.
To begin, our ships distract the Javelin. You board.
These reinforcements could turn the tide. We must hit hard to get the Javelin's attention.
They'll be up against state-of-the-art firepower, unless we pull the plug. We should go along. Me, Theron, Kaizen, everyone. We each take a few Voss commandos and our holocommunicator. You head for the bridge. We split up and get the other sections under control.
Alright, let's do it.
I'll be relying on each of you to get this job done. Do not disappoint me.
We'll manage, if you follow through.
Excellent. If you have this in hand, I shall go. Corellia's defenders would benefit from my help. May the Force be with you all.
I'm sure we'll be heading to Corellia soon enough ourselves. It is, of course, the last planet in the vanilla game. Alright, another XP boost, very nice, and that should be level 56, yay. Alright, I'm really glad that they changed affection to influence, because otherwise I would have negative affection with quite a few characters at this point. Let's send these guys back out on missions first, and then we'll head to this Imperial Dreadnought.
See what I can do.
It is really unfortunate that double XP ends in like less than 6 hours now. That really sucks. I was thinking I was doing like really good, making good time too, and be able to finish the storyline today maybe even, and then have all tomorrow to get to 65, but doesn't seem to be the case now. Just have to stay up late and do what I can today. Alright, hopefully this mission isn't too long, because I would like to at least start Corellia. I was going to say today, but by the end of this episode, rather. There we go, sneaky sneaky. In typical Shadow fashion.
Network room. Breaking Imperial coding makes me all tingly.
Zenith
TMI.
stepped off to security. I imagine he knows what to do with an Imperial security system. Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now. Typical Theron. Can we sneak past here? Use the control console, which is probably too close to these guys. Yep. I like how they scream to alert you that they're attacking you. That's convenient.
Take it slow for a while.
Alright, make quick work with them. This already really is a good AoE spec, so that's
Hold on, Jedi.
one nice thing
The
there.
system's being stubborn. Done. I'll watch for any more. Zenith out.
Alright, that's 2 checkpoints down. Search the security checkpoint. Is that where I am now, or what? Guess we might as well kill these guys and get some bonus XP out of it. Especially because it's boosted, so... Some of the side quests are not boosted. Or bonus quests. But this one is. Am I searching here? No. There's this alarm. Not sure what that... Oh, it puts a dot on you, I guess. I remember this place. At least a little bit. Oh, I guess we have to search his corpse. I gotcha. That's what we need. 13 out of 20. Let me actually backtrack just a little bit here. I want to make sure we don't get to like 19 out of 20, because that would really suck. So let's kill these guys.
You're all right.
There used to be a thing where you couldn't dot... Like if your killing blow was also your dot spread move, it would not actually dot spread. Anyone back here? No. But thankfully they changed that. It was like a stealth fix that I honestly did not think they would ever fix. So I'm really glad they proved me wrong and did. Alright, there's our next... let's go around that so we don't get that fire on us again. Oh, you can turn it off. That's cool. I like that. It makes the fight a little more dynamic than most fights.
Armory is secure, but they locked the door to weapons control. We're cutting through. Not to jinx it, but I expected stronger resistance than this. Might be a harder fight up ahead. Oreso out.
Usually jinxing it is the other way around. Usually you're like, oh, this will be easy. And then it's like, oh, you jinxed it. Saying something's tough is usually not what that means. Not that it really makes any difference either way. Alright, nope, we should have plenty of droids to kill. Oh, I'm rooted. That sucks. Let's put our Mind Crush on the main guy there. Couple whirling blows for good measure, and down you go. As you can tell, Serenity also gets a nice buff from our dot sticking that allows you to use Spinning Strike even when your opponent is above 30% HP, so that's pretty cool. Oh, we have to use this thing. There we go. Not really sure what that was, but it works. Yeah, I guess there would have been plenty of droids to kill anyway.
Take it slow for a while.
I always tend to put my dots on different, not always, but when I can, I put them on different characters before dot spreading, just because I don't like to have all my eggs in one basket, I guess, so it kind of spreads out the risk that way. So if one of them runs away or dies or something, you can still spread at least one. Our vessels court the Empire's lightning as you ordered. Some are struck, but we face the enemy. Yet they now flee, Silent Teeth. Does this Empire have a newborn's heart? Yep, they're all cowards. Glad we're on the same page. And it looks like we made it to the bridge. Cool.
Ah, greetings, Master Jedi. All parameters are met. My work can finally be demonstrated.
Uh-oh. I was expecting like a Sith Lord here. Not a droid.
What's going on here?
Obeying my standard orders, I've seeded this vessel with detonite charges. These charges are sufficient to destroy the javelin, its occupants, and nearby vessels.
In the immortal words
Apologize
of
for any inconvenience caused.
Admiral Akbar, it's a trap!
Disable those charges, or I'll break you down to your components.
All interfering remote safeties have been removed. I have placed multiple detonite charges in mathematically precise positions. All
Of course you
Imperial
have.
vessels have been signaled to withdraw as the countdown has begun.
So we just walked into a trap?
By my calculations, even if dozens of the charges are disarmed, it is now impossible to prevent the javelin's destruction.
So let's get off it then. Or I guess we have to beat the odds being a Jedi and all.
I'm going to enjoy proving you wrong. Now tell me where to find those charges.
There are charges on all main coolant regulation systems to ensure complete destruction.
I'll send the bomb locations out to everybody.
Do it. If we work together, we can handle the charges nearby and then run for the ship.
A shame my accomplishment will soon be superheated vapor, but such is the nature of demolition work. Good day.
I guess so. At least he's polite about it. It's the important thing, right? But we do have a lot of different people on the ship, and they are very spread out. So I think if anyone was going to have a chance at defusing all these bombs, our team is in a pretty decent position to do so. And we want to go this way this time. Down to the other half of the ship. So at least there's no backtracking. That explains the other door, though, I bet. That was locked before. I guess we're going to come out of that side this time. That makes sense. I do remember the ship, but I thought we were going to actually be fighting like a Sith or something at the end of it. I didn't remember that little twist there. So I'm glad they made things interesting. Wouldn't be Star Wars without some kind of a trap. Now, usually you want to use Force and Balance before Mind Crush, because it's okay to delay Mind Crush since the cooldown is on the proc, not when you use it. But the cooldown on Force and Balance is obviously on when you use it. However, if you're using Force Potency and you're fighting a group of enemies, it's better to use Mind Crush first. And the reason for that is that when you use it on Mind Crush, it always consumes just one charge, or 0 charges, but assuming it crits, it always consumes just the 1 charge. If you use it on Force and Balance, it consumes 1 charge for each enemy it hits. However, if you have only 1 charge left, and it hits more than 1 enemy, it'll still get the critical bonus on every enemy it hits. So if you use the first charge on Mind Crush, and then hit 5 enemies with the second with Force and Balance, it'll only consume that last charge, because that's all that's left, but you'll still get the benefit of the auto-crit on all 5 of them. So that's the reason for that. Just a little pro tip there. Harold, have seen explosive droid spoke of. False commandos disable now. Why are you telling me that? Just do it. It's dozens all over Starship systems. I've said to hurry. Okay, so why are we talking? Just hurry. Looks like we have one more to get ourselves, so let us waste no time. Can we sneak by these guys? We can, sweet. Oh, this room. I thought this room was going to be here. Okay. This is a little buggy, I think. I think we have to kill this guy and then... I'm trying to remember. I think you have to lure that guy into the center to blow him up or something like that. We'll figure it out. Alright, so let's see if we can get him in here. Nadia. Where's the... Stop. No, she killed it. Well, look what you did now. There'll be another one that spawns in a second. Or do you do this? To summon a new droid. There he is, okay. So yeah, he's not aggroed though, so how do I move him? Maybe I wait till he's close and then do it? It must be a different switch. I don't see any other switches though. There's a medical station there, not helpful. See, if he's unfriendly, it would make sense. Like, I'd kill him here. That would be the way to trigger it. Anything in here? I don't think so. Try killing these guys just in case, I guess, but... Oh, because Nadia's set to passive, right, so I'm not being healed. Alright, so it seems that's what's causing this to be so easy, is the amount the companions heal. And BioWare made it... They made them extremely overpowered when they changed the way influence works, and then they changed it back, and people raged, and BioWare caved in, so now the game is super easy. So good going, people who decided that they wanted their game to be ruffle stomp easy, but I like a challenge. I think video games are boring if there's not some challenge to it. I mean, I'm not one of those people that likes their video games to be like torturous, where you spend 2 hours at the same encounter, but you know, a good balance is important. So I don't know. I can summon a new droid, but I don't know how to blow him up really. There he is. Do I hit the door when he's in the center? Yeah, I know the door is locked. Oh, that's right, that thing. The drone override. That's what it is. Alright. So, there we go. Did that do it? Maybe he has to be in the exact center. Drats. Hope there are a lot of these. Alright. We'll wait until he's really in the middle of it this time. I think they do pause for a second. We can make her back on active now that she's... Now that they're friendly targets. Alright, get ready. There we go. Bit of a puzzle there, but I'm okay with that. Something different. Going to need a new stim soon by the looks of it.
Take it slow for a while.
Probably should do both my dots since these guys actually have a decent bit of health. See, when I did without a companion, it was like I almost died. It was tough. Of course, I do have bad gear, but still, when I do it with a companion, it's just I never fall below 90. The difference is just stupid. Oh, there's a third charge. All right, that's where we're going then. Through the elevator over here. It'll probably take us back down to where we were before. Stealth droid though, he'll probably see me. Yep. Knew it.
You're all right.
Well, at least we get some more experience. There's always that. Can we sneak past these guys? Don't have blackout and I can't sap them. But it looks like I can. And yep, sure enough, we're back here again. And this door is now unlocked. Now that we have a reason to go here.
It's okay.
Let Nadia finish that guy, and I'll finish him. Nope, she beat me to it. Oh, my dot got it, actually. Maybe. Is no good, Herald. We disabled explosive. Word comes in of a dozen more. Time is too close. We pull back now or fall to Imperial trap. Ship is dying. Escape the javelin. Well, once again, all this work for nothing. Grr. I'm starting to hate the Consular storyline. Not because it's boring, just because it's pointless. Seems like what's the point of we could. I wish there was at least like a choice though that you could be like, oh, let's leave it to die, or you could try to do it and fail. That would be cool. But the fact that you have to try to do it, at least I think you do. Maybe you don't. Maybe there was an option I just missed. It's entirely possible, but
Warning.
either way.
Regulation system ignited. Catastrophic structural integrity failure has begun. Destruction of the javelin is imminent.
All right, abandon ship.
Evacuate immediately. Repeat. Please evacuate immediately.
Jedi, do you read? We're clearing the tactical stations and everything's flashing red. What's the situation?
Those bombs have done too much damage. We've lost the javelin.
Copy. Listen up. Drop your gear and run for the ship. No, wait. Call us now. Take point. I can't leave yet. The Imperial crewmen were trying to erase these tactical stations. They might be carrying battle plans. I need to do a full download.
Get everything you can find. I'm not leaving empty-handed.
Blast! This'll take longer than I thought. I won't be able to join you. The pods. I saw a rank of escape pods on this deck. I can make it down to Corellia's surface.
Better hurry.
Then do it. Stay hidden. We'll come for you.
Copy. Now take care of yourself. Be safe, and we'll rendezvous on Corellia. Lorenzo, signing off.
So you do temporarily lose a companion. Was he on a mission? He was. Not anymore. He's just gone, but we'll get him back, don't worry. Like I said, companions in this game, they can't die, they can't leave. You gotta have them. Can't live with them, can't live without them, I guess. Although you can live with them because they're all amazing healers suddenly. And it appears to be there's at least a choice between, or an option between Nadia and Arreso for who goes in the escape pod. It might be maybe Arreso if you play a female consular and Nadia if you play a male, since those are your potential love interests. I'm not really sure. There might be other options as well, but as far as I know, it's just those two. But I do remember it being Nadia. I remember there was one playthrough I did where I hit max level while, like, right at this point in the mission, so I never went to Corellia, so I never got Nadia back, and eventually I had to, like, just go do it anyway just to get her back. I was a little annoyed, but I'm glad they at least took some risks with the storyline. Let's pop a stim while I'm thinking about it. We weathered this empire's storm. We drank this empire's ebb and flow. We will know it again. Words will not return a Reza who is lost, only doing. I will say, they saved a lot of money doing the Belsavis planet, though, with all the Rakata and Eshka not speaking basic.
Felix is one man, but the fate of the galaxy depends on us defending
They all
Corellia.
disapprove. It's duty to Arreso as fellow hunter to find, if he lives. An escape pod did lead the Javelin before it blew, but we lost track when it entered Corellia's atmosphere. Does nobody here speak basic?
The pod was caught in an automated landing system for Coronet City's shipyards.
Thank you.
So it's probably there, somewhere.
To Corellia. To search. And to war.
Well, that's ominous. Corellia is another pretty cool planet. It's a war-torn city. That's about all there is to it. They did, once again, a pretty good job with it. Now, before we go to Corellia, though, let's actually make a real quick pit stop on the fleet. Because before I forget, and before Double XP ends, I do want to turn in the daily. Can't turn in the weekly, honestly, but, oh well. Maybe I'll do midbees later if they're still popping. They probably won't be at this hour. Unless people are queuing because of the double comms and double XP. Which is possible. See, if I would have known that, I would have done another match earlier, but I thought I had tomorrow and I could finish my weekly then, and then get another daily as well, and still get the extra XP from it. So this is the PvP zone of the fleet, as most of you probably know. There's daily, yay! And what's this? Locate the is it this thing? Yeah. Another easy quest, free XP, can't beat that. Alright, yeah, we're still only 3 out of 5 on the weekly though, so maybe I'll do another match later after this episode, we'll see. For now, let's get to Corellia and at least get started on that. There's like nobody here. Is everybody like leveling, I guess? Usually this area of the fleet is super crowded, especially on, or even in the middle of the night like this. Like it's not that late, especially for like West Coasters. Not even midnight. Guess everybody's taking advantage of the last few hours, just like we are.
I am functioning at peak efficiency, Master.
Nobody likes a braggart, C2. Alright, to the core worlds. Yeah, Balmor is also a core world, I guess technically. A lot of these worlds are, but when you think of the big ones, you really think of like Corellia, Alderaan, and Coruscant. And I'm sure there are a few others in the lore that I'm forgetting as well. Alright, Corellia, level 47 to 50. And we're already at 57, so we're more than fine. And almost left before using the intercom. That would have been time-consuming.
I never thought the Imperials would make it this far. Not to the core worlds, not Corellia. Master Seo's briefings on the Corellian situation are grim. Treachery, Imperials invading. A resistance under fire. I saw it all back home.
You can't compare Corellia to what happened on your world.
The Empire's using different words, but I know the song. There is good news. Master Seal completed work on the Guardian holds before the invasion began.
If there's something new in our battle plan, I should have been told.
The Guardian holds are buildings across Coronet City, Corellia's capital. Factories, bunkers, munition stores, everything you'd need to conquer a city. Master Seals fortified each of those buildings with special defenses and codenamed them Guardian holds. The
Sounds
Guardian
smart.
holds mean we have several impenetrable fortresses from which we can always retake Coronet City, even if it falls to the Empire.
Such critical positions would need to be defended at all costs.
The Guardian hold fortifications are pretty impregnable, with elite Republic troops stationed inside each one. Defending the Guardian holds does make the Republic a little short-handed, though, which is where our armies come in.
Takes time to land armies. Should search shipyards for missing lieutenant before Empire finds.
Have someone else look. I need to focus on leading our forces.
Information recovered from Dreadnought is critical. We coordinate. You are best to search.
Of course. What about the emergency broadcast? I think there was one. Yes, here.
Repeat, this is Captain Trizan, calling any defenders near the Coronet shipyards. The Imperials overran Zone 12, calling for emergency assistance.
Perhaps our pod didn't land in the shipyards. This Captain Dryzan didn't mention it.
The man sounds preoccupied, Jedi. The shipyards are our best lead. So, droids from Balmora, the Eshka, boss commandos, and whatever pirate dregs Captain Balan has scraped together.
Now we find out if they're enough to save the Republic.
A motley army, but a mighty one. Alright. Let's send Kaizen back on a mission again. Oops. Let's send everybody back on missions, apparently. Give them a few seconds. Are we wrong, Corellia, right? Yes. Alright. So let's find this captain then. The war is definitely coming to a head. And the Battle of Corellia has already begun. As good a plan to end it on as any, I suppose. And we'll at least get a good start in this episode and then probably finish the storyline in the next one.
There is no excuse for this failure.
One of my favorite parts of Corellia, which you'll probably see shortly, is actually the metro system, since I went to school close to DC, so I'm used to riding the metro there, and it reminds me of that. It actually has some pretty cool animations as well. Something they took the time to do that they didn't have to do, but they did. And I always like those kind of things in games. Looks like we're meeting this guy in this zone, so no metro yet. Save that for later. There he is.
Captain Dryzan, I believe my ally sent a message. I need your help to find an escape pod.
Huh? I thought that was a hoax. Quill, look, we really did get a Jedi Master.
Thought all Jedi were defeating those Guardian hold fortresses. Defending, rather. Good to
This is
meet.
Quill. She and the other Salonians are helping us fight the Imperials.
Peter
Your
Quill?
escape pod's somewhere in a hot zone.
She's a Salonian, actually, which is it's cool that they added those, like you just said. That's a species native to, well, not Corellia, but Salonia, one of the neighboring planets. So it's cool they took the time to actually add the Salonians to this. Makes it a little more lore appropriate.
I'm sure you can cope, but the contents of that escape pod could save the Republic.
Stop. Go out there, you'll get us killed.
Imperial droids on patrol. When we leave, they follow us back to our bases and go on a killing spree. We're stuck. Your pod's important, but I can't send anyone after it, not if those droids will track them.
You're trapped by a few sniffer droids.
They're built tough, okay? We're not Jedi. We can't stand around whacking them with blaster fire raining down.
You couldn't get them all. Wouldn't have to. Break a few, change the patrol routes, we sneak through. I do remember this. Come on. There we
If I
go.
do this, I expect results from you.
Don't doubt my scouts,
Okay,
Jedi.
you clear the droids, we'll find that pod. We should have something by the time you get back.
Says not to doubt her scouts, and yet her scouts can't get past these droids, so not really confidence inspiring. Alright, so the droids are also in this area. And I think we have to get 5 of them, says right there. Yeah, I do remember this quest, because it's... I think the last time I did it, there was somebody else doing it at the same time, and there are only so many droids, and they're a little hard to find if you don't know what to look for, so... It took me longer than I would have liked. But... hopefully we won't have too much trouble this time. And there's one of those metro stations up here. Are we close enough to get the quick travel? I'd like to grab it. There we go. Well, yes, good, got it. Just so we can quick travel there after we complete this mission. Although we'll probably have to go back to the cantina first, unfortunately. But yep, this is Corellia. A city, pretty much just a city plan. I mean, it's got lots of cities, but it's not like Coruscant where it's covered in cities. It also has lots of like farmland and a lake or an ocean or something. Or a sea, I guess it is. But we are in Coordinate, the capital, so it's a pretty advanced city. And also a major center of manufacturing, I guess. Corellia is, after all, known for its shipyards. Now that guy might be doing the quest I'm doing. Is this one of the droids? Hunter droids? I think so, yes. I'm going to aggro him before this guy.
It's okay.
Takes the kill. Terminate, that's why this is hard. I remember this. Terminate does a lot of damage. I knew there was something with these droids that make them annoying, and that's what it was. Not sure how tough they are now, but back when I last did this, I remember those put up a decent challenge if you didn't interrupt their terminate cast.
It's okay.
I have a knockback for the next one. Repair drone I can't interrupt, unfortunately. This would be a good time to be infiltration because you have low slash for the extra stun. There's one up there. Unfortunately, Serenity or Shadow Stride is not an interrupt. Like, oh, that's not a droid. Darn it! I just saw an elite and thought it was. All right. There's one. About to say I could also just cloak and then use spinning kick again to interrupt them.
Take it slow.
But no, I can't, because if I do that, he resets. I should use my interrupt first as well, because if I use that, it'd be up for the next one. So it should be interrupt, stun, interrupt, or interrupt, knockback, interrupt. Would be the ideal order. We seem to be killing them fast enough where it doesn't really matter.
Take it slow for a while.
Almost interrupted that one, but trying to save it for the terminate. That was not terminate. It was annoying. Actually, I kind of want to see what terminate does, though. Ambush, that's a different attack. Maybe some of them have different attacks than others. This next one has terminate, though. I'm going to let him... might be getting out of range of the droids. Let's backtrack a bit. But I do kind of... I'm curious to see how much damage it actually does. Remember, I am at level 28 gear, so... There's that. He droids up there. That's a commander, I think. I feel bad killing that guy's droids, but he's also killing everything he sees apparently, so he seems to be content. Alright. Yeah, it seems like there should be more droids than there are if you have to kill 5 of them. There's probably only 5 around here, but at least they respawn eventually. There's one. Alright, so let's see if he terminates me.
You're all right.
Here it is. That did nothing. Well, I do remember at some point he actually did a lot of damage, and you had to really worry about it. So that another thing they nerfed, they didn't have to. I also might have been in bad gear then, but probably not worse gear than I am now. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing. And I was right. Can we quick travel there? Oh, we can. Sweet. Wait. Or was that the one over here? Either way, it'll be closer, but hopefully it's the one actually in the cantina where he was. Nope. We're in the metro station. Administrator Comey from Belsavis. We have a package. The other... Oh, it's from our Ricotta friend. All transmissions are monitored and may be deleted without notice. That's reassuring. Because of the prison, I guess. They don't want coded messages getting out and letting people know where Belsavis is. Although, at this point, the Republic knows, the Imperials know. Pretty much all the major players know. So, not really a secret anymore. Yeah, we can go around this way. Oh, ruined fountain. You can't get that one as a decoration, but you can get the working version of it as a pretty cool deco. I think that was from one of the original cartel packs. You can get little fountains with prefabs, but not the big ones, I don't think.
Nicely done. The droid patrol routes have enough gaps for us to sneak by, but they're tight enough the Empire may not realize there are holes.
Also, we found escape pod, sighted in Zone 12. That's very bad, a lot of Imperials. At least you found it, though.
I will allow nothing to stop me in this.
Good luck helping your friend. I know your mission's urgent, but could you do us a favor?
I like that you can just tell him no,
I have
be an
more pressing
asshole.
issues at hand.
Guess Jedi business comes first.
Even so, you stop droids. Honor demands we repay. If you need help to free friend from Pond, call. We Salonians will come.
I was wondering when you'd decide to contribute.
Should be gracious, Jedi.
Be ready before you go near Zone 12. We need you in one piece.
I'll do my best. Alright, let's, I guess we'll do this Zone 12 business first. And then once we get Arresto back, I'll end the episode there and begin our final one. It is funny how all of my Star Wars Let's Plays seem to end at 20 episodes. It's way down there. Grr. I definitely remember this part. Because I remember being annoyed at how tedious it is. Although now we're almost done. And I think the other parts are a little more interesting. It'd be hard for them to be less interesting, at least. And in hindsight, this probably would have been a good place for me to break the episode, because I could have ran here off screen. But that's okay. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Get to Zone 12. Oh, I guess they're trying to take me all the way around this way. But I said another annoying part, you can't just go right through. You have to go around one way or the other. Looks like we can probably go around this way, though, right? Yeah. Seems to be a path. Yeah. This is probably the shortest way. Not a short way, but shortest. There is a daily zone on Corellia as well, which was the first daily zone added to the game after launch. The black hole. I remember how exciting that was back when it's like, oh, a new area, that's so cool. An area that wasn't in the game before, and now it is. And we did that a lot of times, getting commendations there and getting some gear with it, and credits too. That's another reason people do dailies a lot, is to get credits. Although there are easier ways at this point. Actually, I think heroics are the main way to get credits now. Because they give just as many, if not more, and they're actually faster. And most of them are soloable. Again, a relic of making the game, or the leveling process at least, super easy, but I digress. Almost there, kinda, sorta. The game does seem really quiet without music. There's no like background sound effects here. No blaster fire or explosions or anything. And like I'm pretty sure I mentioned before, I unfortunately can't put the music because if I do, the videos tend to get blocked because of copyright. Stupid, but there it is. So if you want to hear some music, put some on in the background and enjoy. Alright, one more left turn and then we should be getting pretty close to Zone 12. The infamous Zone 12. Which honestly is probably no different than any other zone we've encountered. A couple Imperials scattered about, nothing too major. That's another kind of slicky thing, is that I get they wanted to do it to keep things balanced, but there really aren't very many areas of the leveling process that are hard or easy compared to the others. Like, pretty much every group of mobs you face is pretty evenly balanced. And then up here, I guess we can stealth through these guys if we have to, and it looks like we have to. Oh, I thought I hit blackout, but I guess I didn't.
You're all right.
So now we gotta kill this guy. Well, we don't have to, I could just cloak, but since we've already started, might as well finish. Get some extra experience out of it. Alright, those dots will finish him off. Let's go rescue our friend, shall we? There's our instance. At least the escape pod is right here, that's convenient. So he's surrounded by all these Imperial troops, none of them thought to open it? Or I guess they're trying to open it. Let's just surround and guard this escape pod in case somebody comes, but not open it to see what's inside. That seems smart. Not going to bother with that bonus, it's not extra XP anyway. The hatch is jammed. I see. Can we unjam it with our... That does it too.
Is the tactical data safe?
Mission complete. I got the Javelin's entire tactical database.
Yay.
Hardly the data pad at all. One of these files is corrupted, deliberately maybe. I need Holiday to fix it before we pass it on. Is there somewhere secure we can go to fix the file? Its audio was broken up, but I heard it might have intel about the first son.
That could be interesting.
A friend of ours, Captain Dryzan, has a safe position.
You okay?
I'm sure I can keep up. I got bounced around pretty hard.
Perhaps this would be a good time for you to meet our new friends.
Oh, the Salonians will get him out, I guess. Yep. You call, we answer as Quill orders, to repay our debt. This is friend, bit messy. We will take to Drizzen's shelter, smuggle through tunnels very quick. So why didn't we just get here through the tunnels then? That would have been, if it was quick, that sounds ideal.
We have urgent business at Dryzan's shelter, so no dawdling.
More dark enclosed spaces? If there's a Colto pack at the end, I'm game. See you at this shelter.
Stay strong, Arisu. We'll get you fixed up. Alright, so I think that's probably as good a place as any to end. So that was episode 19. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for episode 20 when we bring the Consular storyline to its conclusion.